Hi everyone, I'm Dr.D.Princy, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science with Cybersecurity, Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore. In this video, I'm going to explain about Python functions. Generally, a function is a set of statements or block of codes which only runs when it is called, and also when it is called, it returns some values. Functions can pass data, that is, it takes an argument known as the parameters, which is passed into the function. A function can return a data as a result. Creating and calling function. To define or creating a function, we can use the def keyword. Def is a keyword followed by the user defined function. Within the parenthesis, we can pass or we can create any number of arguments. Then ended with the colon. The colon represents the body of the function followed by a set of code. To call a function, we can just simply use the function name followed by the parenthesis with the parameter list. For example, def my function colon print hello from a function. That is the only statement which contains by the function my underscore function. I call the function by using the name. The result is hello from a function. Arguments. Information which can be passed to the function is called generally known as the arguments or parameters. These parameters or arguments are specified after the function name and inside the parenthesis. We can also add any number of arguments as we required, but the parameters or the arguments should be separated by commas. For example, def my function fname. Fname is an argument, that is only one argument. It contains the code print fname plus reference. I call the function thrice, my function email, my function topias, my function linus. The result is email reference, topias reference, linus reference. Arbitrary arguments. Arbitrary argument means sometimes we do not know how many arguments that will be passed into a function. In that situation, we can use the asterisk before the parameter name in the function definition. For example, def my function asterisk kids. Kids is the arguments. Before that, I used asterisk means I can't able to mention that number of parameters. Print youngest child is kids of 2. 2 is the representation, that is second parameter. My function email topias linus. I passed 3 arguments because we are using the asterisk before the parameter name, that is arbitrary arguments. How many parameters we want, we can pass it. So the youngest child is linus. Linus is kids of 2. 2 means the third argument linus. Keyword arguments. We can also send arguments with the key equal to value syntax. That means when we are passing a or when we are calling a function, if you are supposed to does not send the value, means the default value will be assigned. Def my function child3, child2, child1. It takes 3 arguments. When I call the function child1 equal to ml, child2 equal to topias, and child3 equal to linus, the value should be assigned to that particular parameters. The youngest child is linus. Default parameter values. If when we call the function without arguments, it uses the default value. So for that, when you're defining a function, we have to assign a value to that variable, value to the arguments. Then only when you're not passing an argument, the default value will be assigned to that particular arguments. For example, def my function country equal to Norway. My function Sweden. I pass the value Sweden. So Sweden is assigned to country. I passed India. India is assigned to country. In the third calling statement, I does not pass any values. That time Norway will be assigned to country. The fourth calling statement passing a value as Brazil. So Brazil is assigned to country. So I am from Sweden. I am from India. I am from Norway, and I am from Brazil is the result. Passing a list as an argument. Instead of passing values directly to the function, we can pass a string, number, list, dictionary, etc. as an argument to the function. So that means a group of elements to be passed as an argument. Here, fruit is a list. Fruits will be passed as an argument. Apple, banana, cherry will be the result. Return values. The function can return a values to the calling statement. For that, we can use the return statement within the body of the function. Def my function x return 5 into x. When I call 3, when I pass 3, it returns 5 into 3, 15. When I pass 5, 25 will be returned, and 9, 45 will be returned. Past statement. Sometimes we just define a function and we could not did not make any statement inside it. So that time the function should be empty. We could not able to define the empty function. For that purpose, in that situation we can use the past statement as a body of the block. Example, def my function, it just contain a pass. Thank you all.